All right, in this video, I've got a very quick message for you. It's about your pricing and what you charge, right? So there is zero strategic advantage for you to be the second least expensive person or the second cheapest. So I want you to make a decision right now. You're either going to be the cheapest or the most expensive, because those are the two things that are going to give you the biggest strategic advantage. So right now we live in a world where 24/7 budget gyms are the thing. And you'll see there are a collective bunch of them that kind of charge about the same thing. And so let's say 6-7 years ago, when the very first Pure Gym started to pop up on the scene, or I don't know exactly when it was, but you had health clubs that would have all the frills like saunas, steam room, swimming pools, etc. And the average price was what, 40 to 50 pound a month for that. And then came along a no frills 24/7 gym that was really not staffed at all. And they rocked into the market and they slashed the price of the health club, meaning that they came in at a price that was significantly cheaper. And now as that was happening, people's minds started to spiral and be like, oh shit, what's going on? The industry, the way that it's being delivered is changing dramatically. So personal trainers in their minds started to see the success of like Pure Gym and the 24/7 gyms and assume that that's the way that they have to go. People just want things for cheaper. The reality is that not everybody wants something for cheaper, right? It's just not the reality. And so you'll see people trying to compete with the likes of Pure Gym. I, in my business, cannot compete with Pure Gym. They have investors, they have significantly larger bank account than I do. I am not able to compete with them, nor do I try. And so what I want you to understand in your town is that being the second cheapest is only going to have you in a situation where you're scrapping and fighting with the person who's the cheapest. And eventually what you'll have to do to win is reduce your price below them. So there is no strategic advantage to being the second cheapest. Likewise, on the other scale, there is no real strategic advantage to being the second most expensive, right? If you're either the cheapest or the most expensive, you have the biggest strategic advantage for both. If you're somewhere in the middle, people don't really know what you stand for. Do you stand for premium, quality, or do you stand for being budget and no frills? So I want you to make a decision today. If you can, and you have a large bank account and you can scale to thousands of people, become the cheapest in your town. Dominate that. Look at the high level numbers and be like, okay, we need like 1,000 people, we charge this, we're gonna get there. Or, like most people, solopreneurs, me and you as an example, we can't compete with that budget model because we just, we don't have deep enough pockets, especially in a local town. If you do that, you've got to scale. And so looking at being the most expensive, it's one of the easiest things that you can do. To back that up, you have to have an ability to get results, create an experience, and charge a fee that you feel is 10x. Like whatever you charge, you should be able to deliver 10 times the value of that. All right? And so understand, being the most expensive allows you to trade on the fact that you're more exclusive, you're more premium, and you're actually able to work with much fewer people and make a much bigger impact, which means you need less marketing, less advertising, and less turnover. So consider this. Do not be in no man's land, right? Seeing your most expensive competitors and being like, I can't charge what they can. Well, do you know what? Charge what they can plus some. And then you take away their strategic advantage. If you want to compete, and I really recommend against it, if you want to compete with the cheapest, become cheaper. Don't become mildly more expensive than them, because you can't deliver more of a service for mildly more price, right? You just can't. The price is going to overrule the fact that you might deliver more. Like I see people with friendly, independent gyms locally, and they're charging like a 5 or more a month or a 10 or more a month, and they think their strategic advantage is that, well, we've got a community and we got this and we got that. Reality is, at that price point, people are making a decision because it's cheap, and they're going to flock to the cheapest. Like on a whole, if we look at on average, the majority, not just the 100 people or 200 people they have, the majority, right? The cheapest is going to have thousands of people. The second cheapest might have hundreds. And so understand, your strategic advantage is your ability to sway the mass, not just a small amount of people. And going premium allows you to generate significantly bigger income from much fewer people. And so you don't have to cast that net wide. You have to just go after a very small bucket of people. All right? So that's it. Don't become the middleman between the two in no man's land where nobody really knows what you do. Become the cheapest or the most expensive and you'll thrive. All right? Peace.